Hi, this is Light Geoduck from the forums, and I'm going to do a little show and tell of the new genuine Joye Cartomizer. Okay, I want to set you down so you can see so you can see the device and not myself. Alright, just give me a second. Okay, here we go. First, this is not like any typical Cartomizer, like the KR8. It's the Joye, genuine Joye Cartomizer. This is the KR8, and here's the size. It's a little bit thinner and much longer. Here is another, the Ego Cartomizer, made by the same people, and it's basically the same concept, but I'm not going to talk about this too much. I want to talk about this. Now, what sets this different is the way you fill. You get yourself a paper clip, pop out the top, and this is just like the Ego Cartomizer, if you're familiar with that. And then there's another piece in there. Let's see. And there's two little holes. You stick the clip in one of them and just wiggle it out. Now, I don't know if you can see it in here. There's a little access hole for a syringe. It initially comes sealed, even if it's pre-filled or empty. You're going to have to bust that. It's kind of hard. Some people use a syringe, but I use the paper clip itself. I don't know if you see it. I bend it 90 degrees, and I stick it in the hole where until it stops. And I put it against the table and I push really hard. It's really hard to get in there, but once you pop it, it's no problem. It happens to be big enough for a syringe. Now, you could, which you probably get a more thorough fill, is use a needle. But some people might be leery of that. So what you could use, if you have one, is some of these needles come with a little sleeve that go over it. Or you got these little plastic type needles. I happen to have this plastic type from another type of Cartomizer I have. And you would stick on your needle, on your syringe, suck in the juice you want, stick it in the hole, and you squeeze in there. And you turn it in little tricks and to fill it up. It holds about 1 milliliter. I would go probably a little bit less, probably 0.8 milliliters, just to be safe. If you use the syringe, or the needle rather, stick all the way and sort of pull out as you go, just as you squeeze, to get it all over the place. Then you put the other cap in, and then you put the first cap back in, push it down, and then you cap it, and you're ready to vape. Now, from my experiences, it's been lasting pretty long, and it's a constant hit, that constant vapor. Let me see, I'll blow a little bit. I already filled this up. Yeah, so that's vape. It doesn't affect the taste. It's at 3.7 on my BB. I've done it at a little bit less, the regulated one on the Ego, and I've also done it at 5 volts. Of course, as the higher volts you go, the quicker the juice goes. Now I want to show you the inside. The construction of this, it's plastic, but it's a hard plastic, sort of like a little bit harder than the 306 Addies, if you're familiar with it. I already worked it off. It's not as easy as I want to make it, because I had to work hard to get it off. I've been vaping this pretty regularly for 2 days straight, and after pulling it off I still don't get any leaks. So here's the atomizer part, his bottom, and sorry I have bad focus, but it's a wadded up wick. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. It should heat up a little bit. Just a second. And here's the inside of the carto. It's sort of like a cart. Get some tweezers and I could show you. Now this is just the juice, but there's really no burning on it. And I vaped a little bit dry, but I've been doing this really hard, and there's slight discoloration, but that was just recently, and mostly that's juice. It's not, I don't see any severe burns, and I've been doing this 2 days straight hard. Okay, now what I found was good, that even though I busted the epoxy on this, I could still fill it up and vape it as is without any leaks. And the good thing is, after a while, you're as you know with all addies and everything, and even cartos, that you get buildup. Oops, sorry about that. Around the element. So what you could do is what they call a dry burn until you get that red glow. You can see it a little bit. And now get all the gunk off of it. Then you can put it back on, juice it up, and vape away. And it's still pretty much sealed so far. I mean, I've only had this for 2 days, and I just did it today, take this apart so I could check it out. But I'll use this syringe. Well, I'm running out of time, so that's all I have for now. I'll do a follow-up, but it looks promising, and it's definitely worth a try. It's consistent, I tell you that. Thank you, and later.